Hello, everyone. Glad you could join us here on this Sunday, July the 10th, Nikola Tesla's birthday.
Well,
And
yeah, wow, it is. That's right.
That's right. So I was looking out early this morning, didn't see any, but they were saying look for the violet lightning streams across the sky. Didn't see any this morning, so I'm
Oh,
waiting
that's
for
what it was. I was wondering why it was all violet outside.
them. Uh-huh.
All
The sky
right.
was all purple and the people running everywhere.
Right. Okay. I know. All I heard was some music from Deep Purple. Was that? Does that count?
No, well, that's smoke on the water. Okay,
Yeah.
watch the water. Okay.
Well, I suppose there's something in that,
Uh-huh.
and so it's going to be an interesting show today. I haven't got as much news this time as I did last time. Hopefully, we can keep it.
A couple of interesting points. Obviously, everybody knows that Elon Musk has backed out of Twitter. Okay, and Twitter is now wanting to sue Elon Musk. And have you seen the over the weekend stock markets actually start to crash because of this? And
Wow.
everybody's starting to pull their money out of the market. So it has caused a cascade. And what will really be interesting, our resident in chief, Brandon, is supposed to go over to Saudi Arabia to
Hmm.
beg for more oil. Well, isn't Saudi Arabia supposed to join BRICS, which would
That's right.
effectively axe the fiat petrodollar
Yes.
officially?
And did you hear about Biden giving 5,000 gallons or no, or the barrels of oil to China,
Right.
basically to replace oil which should have come from from the Biden's oil reserves, which they own in Ukraine, uh, which our friend Putin has cut off. So,
Right. They were
so it,
pumping oil out of Ukraine, and it was Hunter Biden's actual pumping station.
it was actually
Okay.
named that, yeah.
It's actually named that. And in order to fulfill their contract with so Hunter Biden didn't default on his contract with China, they actually used our reserves in order to fulfill the contract.
Isn't that treason?
That is, well, it's fraud.
It's
Number
fraud.
one, it's fraud. But number two, it is treason because you're funding an enemy government.
That's right.
You're aiding and abetting a foreign government in their nefarious activities.
And stealing from the American people, for
And
whom that oil was actually originally uh, being
destined for.
bested for, yeah, for being reserved for, in times of America, of
Mm-hmm.
times of a crisis where the oil prices are too high.
Yeah. Well, now where you stand on the whole ecological issue, as far as oil and things of that nature, it doesn't matter because this is actually taking our tax dollars and actually using it to help out Hunter Biden so he doesn't default on his contract with China.
Yeah.
Period. Exclamation point. Case closed. It is fraud. It is treason. It is a national security issue.
Yes. And it's yeah, I think it's appalling, really, what's happening. But maybe this is the end, and this will be used to remove Biden from office. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Well, what would really be interesting is when he goes over to Saudi Arabia and the Saudi crown prince sits there and says, "We're not dealing with you anymore, because you're not gold, your fiat dollar is not gold backed. We have gone with the BRICS countries, and it's like unless you can pay us in gold, we're not going to do it." And he doesn't have any.
That's right. All he has is paper,
All
and
he
they're not
has is
allowed,
paper.
and they're not even allowed to print any anymore.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
so that's been stopped as well.
So
So
lots of stuff, lots of moving parts going on behind the scenes. I find it interesting. Mark Z says that the whales were being put in place, okay, over the weekend, calling them back and telling them to expect to stay for an extended period of time. Um,
is that the Prince of Wales?
no, 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 no. We're talking about the money whales, the tier
The
two,
money whales.
the money whales, tier two, tier three, those types of whales. Um,
But I
but
thought Wales were in deep trouble because of all the whaling done by the Japanese.
uh, you're talking semantics again. Okay. All right. That was very punny. I enjoy puns. It's cute. But I find it interesting that while we're putting all the whales in place, Charlie Ward just happens to be in the United States.
That's right. Yeah. So
Okay.
are you saying Charlie Ward is a whale?
I'm Well, he's a spokesperson for the QFS, correct?
That's what he tells us. Yes.
That's what he tells us. So wouldn't it make sense that he would be in place while this is going on?
I don't know. He seems to have a pretty full schedule. He's only there for a few days.
Right, I know, but his last stop is in Orlando.
Orlando, exactly.
Okay, which is one of the places where the whales have to meet.
SeaWorld, exactly. Yes.
Yes, exactly, at SeaWorld.
At
Correct.
SeaWorld. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but I thought SeaWorld was more dolphins, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
I
didn't.
actually I have to bring out the pictures. I have some excellent pictures of Shamu back in the day.
Yeah.
When I went to SeaWorld down there in Orlando.
Shamo, was that whale which was in a movie or something?
No, no, no. Shamu they continue the process. Each of the performing whales is called Shamu, and it's been that way forever and a day. But this was back in, good gosh, 1973, 74,
Right.
something like that. So, but that's when I took those pictures. But excellent pictures. I was a very good photographer even back then for 10 years old. Um,
Wow. So
but anyway, I think we should probably get into the news, the intel.
we see. Look at the time. We're not quite even at ten
No,
past yet.
not
So
quite. Not quite. Okay.
I can see our numbers are still creeping up slowly.
Yeah, it's still creeping up a little bit. Everybody's
So
still
maybe we
trying to
should at
join in.
least get to 10 past before we start with the
Okay.
intel.
All right. So what else should we talk about? Let me see what everybody's chiming in here in the while we're waiting for our numbers to come up. See what's going on in the chat. Let's find out where everybody's from, shall we?
Okay, I can read Vatican Fire. Is that someone in the Vatican?
Oh, is there a Vatican fire? Okay,
Georgia
didn't know
Guide,
that. No.
Georgia Guidestones. I'm reading.
Yeah, Georgia Guidestones. We see
California,
Amarillo, Granbury,
Belgium,
all
Sao
right,
Paulo, Brazil, Tucson, Colorado, North Carolina,
Tucson,
Sweden. Yeah.
Colorado,
Okay.
North Carolina,
Okay. Hastings, UK. Sending love to all. It says
Pennsylvania,
Somerset, England.
Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Right, Davenport, Sydney, Australia. I was talking to Sydney only earlier on today.
Central Texas. So where in Central Texas? Okay, Central Texas is absolutely huge. So you can,
Sunny Cornwall, UK.
Waco. Okay.
That's just like saying Middle Earth, isn't it? It's a who's. West Midlands, Charmouth, Dorset, UK. County Durham, England. County Durham.
Okay.
Then a whole load of symbols.
Those are cactus. Okay,
Cactus.
or cacti.
Oh, cacti.
All right, and so that denotes to me somewhere out in the desert. Probably Arizona, Southern Nevada, New Mexico, somewhere
Lancashire,
around there.
UK. Stop saying UK, Dr. Lowe. You're from England. This is very interesting because we have this conversation over here quite often. England is like only a part of the country, whereas my passport says UK, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And over here in Germany, I have this problem with the Germans. They're constantly saying England when they mean the UK. I'll give you an example. When I was talking to the directory inquiries on the phone, international directory inquiries, and I was speaking to them in English, and I was looking for a phone number in a town called Swansea, and I said, I want to call. I want the phone number for whoever it was in the UK, and they said, the UK, what's that? Is that the USA or something? And then I said, yeah, United Kingdom, because I thought they just didn't know what the acronym UK meant.
Right.
And they said, United Kingdom, what's that? And this is the lady who gives information about international numbers all day. And I finally said, okay, Great Britain. And her reply was, England. And I said, actually, Swansea is in Wales.
Yeah, true.
And she said, oh, it's all the same. I said, well, you tell that the Welsh. I don't think they'll agree with you.
So, Jack, you're getting a new RV on Monday. Is that right? You're getting a new RV. Is there a specific
Monday
style
RV day? Oh yes, yeah. So yeah, they're great. They're big camper vehicles.
A Winnebago.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
Peter. Well said, Chris M. Yep. Same in Spain. English. I am, and also to my Scots friends, they get the same English. They just say yes. How can a Scotsman say that they are Englishmen? I mean, that's almost impossible to imagine.
Cynthia's taken her van. Okay, what type of van? Is it one of those old style Chevy vans that have been tricked out? And got the wizards painted on the sides. With the fuzzy dice hanging from the, from the thing. I actually had one. I did. I actually had one of those.
Right. Trump wants an RV, it says. Yeah, I can just imagine Trump in an RV or driving down the freeways. Probably one of these long ones with big Trump sign on the back or something.
Well, there's different types of RVs. You can do, an RV is not just a vehicle
recreational vehicle
that is self-propelled. You can an RV is also considered a trailer, okay, that you can hook up to a car or a truck, or things of that nature. But it depends on the size of it, as to what you're going to need to pull it with.
Right. Okay. Yes, I saw some videos on YouTube about the revaluation, and they were trailers. So that's good.
Yeah, so there are a lot of trailers out there, yes, for RVs, for the RV. Yeah, that's
right. RV is revaluation. That's right. Yes, of course, we were pulling people's leg a little bit and talking about.
I only have one. Vehicles. Stop it. I only have one. Stop it. Okay, stop pulling my leg. Okay.
Well, that's right. Well, maybe I'm pulling the other leg.
Ow.
The fictitious leg.
Yeah, right. No, thank you. I'm playing whack-a-mole.
Right. Well. After the RV comes the med beds, then you'll get your second leg back.
Well, all I want is just no more pain. That's all I want. Just no more pain. I don't care about getting the leg back. Just no more pain. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
I can understand that. Pain is a pain to have.
Oh yeah, most definitely. All right. Shall we? I think we've gained enough. We're about 135 light numbers today, but that's all right.
Yeah. Is this a football on or something? I don't know.
No football or anything like that. Not that I know of.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's get into the Intel. There is still, last time I had 12 pages. Today it's only 9. So we're and I'll try and get it through fast and. We'll cut out a bit more of the jokes. I think last week we said we
interesting. Wimbledon is on. Okay, that's true.
Wimbledon is on.
Wimbledon is on. It's
the men's finals today. With that?
Yeah, it's the men's finals today. The women's finals were yesterday, and I forget how she pronounces the name. Bonakina Kina or something like that. Who is actually from Moscow, all right, being sponsored by Kazakhstan because they took out all of they would not allow anyone from Russia to compete this year. in
Right.
Wimbledon, but she is a Russian national that was born and raised and still lives in Moscow, that is being sponsored by Kazakhstan, and that's how she got in, and she won.
Wow, that's great.
Okay, and I forget who's playing in the men's finals today.
Well, I don't even follow Wimbledon, to be honest. And I've been so busy in the last 24 hours. It's incredible. But I'll talk about that later, not just now.
I just caught that on the morning news this morning, local.
Yeah.
Novak Djokovic and Kyrgios. Really? Okay, Kyrgios, Djokovic and Kyrgios. Okay, all right. That'd be an interesting match.
Oh,
All
most
right.
at church, someone says.
Well, yeah, there is that too.
So
All
there
right.
must be people who still go to those places where all those paedophile rings are
Oh,
organized.
Novak won.
Novak
Okay.
won. Okay.
Yeah, Djokovic won. All right. So there's your sports update for today. All right.
Right. Okay. Are we only doing sports today? Is that the only little?
No, we'll do some weather. Okay.
Oh, weather. Okay. Yeah, it's quite nice today. Well, a little bit overcast here.
You
Does
want to know
that
what the
do?
weather's doing? You got a window? Open it. All right.
I have my window's just in that direction over there.
Okay.
And it's literally just there. I mean, I don't know if I can move the camera to show you, but I actually have the blinds down because at this time of day, the sunshine shines straight into my office,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of messes up my green screen. So I tend to put the blinds down
Uh,
for the show.
yeah, we have to protect the green screen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can move the camera.
Nah, it's all right.
It's not actually wrecked. Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
109 in Granbury
Ah,
today.
it's the wrong direction. You're seeing parts of my office here.
Uh,
There's my window.
and it's a scorching west coast in Scotland. All right. Where is that? Oh, the other thing that's going on today, the PGA Tour having their uh, Scottish Open. Okay. Over there.
Right.
Over in Scotland. Over in Scotland. The Genesis
Okay.
Scottish Open.
All right. Let's move on to the news.
Okay.
Let's finally get there.